Finally, Temitope, Olori Calabash, um, Oletik and Igbi unties co-wife band with Olori Naomi. I know this will be new to a lot of you, but while we are here, I will quickly want to explain what is co-wife bond and the reason why it must have to be done. My people, it is gradually coming to become a reality that Queen Naomi will return fully and permanently back to the palace and will now be seen publicly with Kabiyesi. And this thing we are hearing now, it is not a small ceremony. It is not something that they will just do under small gathering. No, because we are hearing that it is going to be a very big ceremony. And before it is conducted, each and every one of the women involved are going to give their consent to it. What the women? They will do it. They will fully be around and available. And each and every one of them are going to fast for at least 6 hours before the untying of the bond is done. Kabiyesi has announced to the whole Oloris that this is going to take place. See, this seems to be the most difficult of all the rituals that Kabiyesi is doing in order for Queen Naomi to return back. Do you know why? Because this one involves the Oloris doing some necessary things before the time, the D-Day. It has been announced long while ago, but I heard it, I didn't want to blog it. The bloggers didn't carry it because we wanted to be sure that it is really going to happen. And now they said it is happening. But inside it, it is happening like this. There are still some those that are happening inside. It has to involve the consent, the full consent of these Oloris. They have to totally accept that they will do this. And also, they also have to fast for 6 hours. These are the requirements that they need to meet in order for them to partake. Now, the thing is that these women already thought, or maybe they have already known that this one now will make them, it will take them off being Kabiyesi's wife. Already they are no longer Kabiyesi's wife based on what we are hearing. The set free festival is about to happen. This one is not a set free festival because Kabiyesi is planning after the final full moon ritual will be done. Because we heard there is a preparation ongoing for the final full moon ritual to be done. Initially, we thought it ended at full moon ritual, but it did not end at that. There is an upcoming bigger event of third and final full moon ritual and also set free festival for these women. But this particular small festival, mini festival they want to do is to untie the bonds that Queen Naomi and these women have by the virtue of marriage as co-wives. And that is what is bringing a very big headache to Kabiyesi right now because these women refuse to follow the necessary thing, to do the necessary requirements that they were given to do. For example, they were asked to be fully around in the palace for 6 hours. And that 6 hours, these women will be on fasting. Nobody will eat, nobody will drink anything. This is to enable their system purified in order for the ritual to go smoothly because they are going to drink and eat separately to show that they have separated from Queen Naomi. Initially, Queen Naomi was the one who did not agree that this should be done, giving her reason that these women, according to what we heard, they were not recognized in the spiritual realm as the wives of Kabiyesi. So what then are they separating for? Why are they doing the festival for? that the festival is supposed to be if they reunited. But when Kabiyesi sat her down to explain to her that because uh, uh, Kabiyesi has Kerewa with them and also Kerewa with Queen Naomi, by that virtue, they have answered Kabiyesi's name. They have lived in the palace. This is not a matter of whether the Kabiyesi has crossed them or not. Because some people will be asking, what about the side chicks that are outside there that Kabiyesi might have? We are not saying that Kabiyesi have side chicks, so, though we have heard a lot of stories, but that is not why we are here. We are here to talk about these Oloris. Yes, we are here to talk about them and what they can do and what they are next supposed to do and the reason why this mini festival is supposed to happen. So Queen Naomi sat down and understood from A to Z why it is needed and she accepted. Now the problem is how to get these Oloris to sit back in the palace for 6 hours and refuse to eat anything. Because if they don't keep to the words, if they can't keep to the instructions, the mini festival will not work and there will always be bound, physical bound between them and Queen Naomi. Even me myself, I'm asking, what is the need of this separation? Is there any need for it? There shouldn't be. But we are meant to understand that there is a need for them. Because in the nearest future, on the long run, they will always have something that will trigger them whenever Queen Naomi wants to succeed in anything. Something that will give them signal because they have shared the same man with Kabiyesi, with Queen Naomi under the same roof. So at a point, there is some signals they will be getting. They will always be running back to the palace because a signal will be signifying them that, oh, Kabiyesi wants to do this for Queen Naomi. Kabiyesi wants to do this. Kabiyesi wants to do that. So it's better they separate Queen Naomi and them. And so that they will even swear before the shrine that if they ever see anything that will happen to Queen Naomi and do it, they will go in for it. They will go down for it. Anyhow that the court served them, they will take it that way. So that is the reason why they have to do this. But we know you can take a horse to the stream, but you cannot force the horse to drink water, right? That is exactly what is happening here. These women has refused to stay one place. They said they were supposed to stay together. And they said initially, before Kabiyesi fixed these dates, they were informed and they accepted. It was not now, it was long ago when they were talking about their settlement. And Kabiyesi said, okay, he was going to settle them. So they agreed. When they later now started demanding for something that is too much for Kabiyesi to provide, Kabiyesi now cancelled the settlements. And now these women now refuse to do the requirements properly. They didn't get the requirement properly, but nevertheless, we heard they did the mini festival. Whether they made the instruction or they did not make the instruction, because KBAC has organized it, informed the Ifa priest and all of these people. So they have untied it. They have untied their bonds. They agreed because they said the Ifa priest warned that anyone who have refused to appear before that shrine to untie whatever bound they have with Olori Naomi, the person is going to be held responsible for whatever that happens to him through the ancient sword. Because they said the ancient sword is the one that is going to fight this battle. But then it was on the process of untying that it was realized that they did not meet the requirements when they have already done what they're supposed to do. They said either that this thing accepted it too, the shrine accepted it or it rejected it. Because we are hearing that they did not meet up with the requirements. They are not worthy to do that. In fact, they didn't meet up. They are not as they are supposed to be in the states that they are supposed to be for them to untie it. Now we are now asking, does it mean that this thing now they did is invalid or it is not valid? Why the Fabrics are saying that they are going to have take some time to monitor spiritually if it really works. That for now, The thing has not started showing results. But with time, they are going to see if it worked. But how could these women not do the requirements they were asked to do? What are they still holding on to? When they have already declared them non-wives of Kabiyesi, they say they are not Kabiyesi's wives anymore. They are not. So is it now still having a bond of co-wives with Olori Naomi that will make Kabiyesi to bring them back? No, because Kabiyesi is seriously preparing for the full moon final ritual and also preparing for the set free festival. And that is all. This untying of bond is between them and Queen Naomi. The set free is for Kabiyesi to set them free, to be able to mingle with other men. Because if they leave without Kabiyesi setting them free, they cannot mingle with other men. They can't marry anyone else. They can't, no other person can climb them. If anybody climbs them, the person might meet his due. And Kabiyesi is not that wicked to leave them without untying them. They are humans. Once Kabiyesi leave them, and once the Kabiyesi push them out of the palace, once they leave the palace, they have their own life to live. So we don't have any other business with them. We don't judge them anymore. What we will concentrate on is Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi and Dr. Lizzie, who will also stay back in the palace. So tell me why these people will not want to do the take the instructions. They need to. They really need to. Now this bond has been untied. And if a piece is not giving any assurance that it happened, that is successful, they said if a piece is only saying that it's time that is needed to confirm if it really worked or if it did not work. There is time that is needed to confirm it. You see the problem, they have not even confirmed, but the ritual has been done. And now this is will continue to make them proud. It will continue to make them, still thinking that they belong. I don't know why they didn't shake. They were not able to shake if they followed the instruction. Or is it that there is no way to shake other than when they must have done? That is if it is accepted. But they said the thing was just pending there. The courts turned their eyes behind. So we don't even know whether the courts are angry, whether they have accepted or not. I don't know how competent the priest is. I believe he's someone who has been handling the affairs of Kabiyesi. So we wouldn't say he did not do his job well or he did his job well. It is left for him to know if he really do his job well. And it's left for the entire people of ile by the time they will start seeing results. But all we expected is that this will be successful. So that any bond they have with Olu and Naomi at all will untie. Because serious gbasgbos will continue to go on if this bond do not untie. And what Kabiyesi is trying so hard to do is to do uh, every necessary this thing to ensure, only to ensure that Queen Naomi is safe in their hands. That even wherever they go, they cannot even mention Queen Naomi's name in any place, in any shrine, because she has been separated from them. Whatever they have shared that Queen Naomi collected from Kabiyesi, they shared body with Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi collected it, it will be disappeared, it will be destroyed, and they will no longer have any signal where they are. My people, tradition of ile is too much, and I don't know whether it's only ile. A lot of Yoruba people has big, plenty traditions that guide them. So while we wait for the updates concerning this Ifa praise, make I first tell una, my people, happy weekend. How are you doing? Please kindly subscribe